Your ego's favorite trick? Avoidance. Avoiding help, avoiding honesty, avoiding exposure. Your brain thinks it's protecting you, but it's only your image, not your reality. And psychology explains why that instinct is so powerful. 1. Self-worth protection. Research shows that asking for help feels like admitting you can't handle life. Your brain processes this as a literal threat to your self-image. Your self-worth is tangled up with your ability to be independent and have it together. Asking for money means admitting you don't. When you think about texting your mom that you need rent money, your brain activates the same stress response it would if someone publicly called you incompetent. So what do? You avoid it. Your rent's due in 3 days and you're 400 short. And instead of asking for help, you text, "I'm good," while frantically searching for quick loans. You're protecting your self-worth by staying silent and letting your actual worth crumble. Your ego just saved your image by staying silent and destroyed your credit score in the same breath. 2. Cost-benefit miscalculation. Research on help seeking shows people weigh the costs and benefits before asking for help. The problem? Your brain miscalculates. The social cost of asking, the embarrassment, the judgment, feels massive. The financial benefit? Your brain minimizes it. So you're sitting there thinking, I'd rather be $400 short than ask someone for a loan, because the emotional cost of that 5-minute conversation feels worse than months of overdraft fees. The embarrassment lasts minutes. The financial consequences last years. 3. Social comparison. Research found that people believe others can afford things they can't. You're comparing your financial reality to everyone else's highlight reel. Your coworker talks about their vacation. Your friend bought a house. Your cousin just got a new car. Meanwhile, you're choosing between groceries and gas. The comparison makes you feel like you're failing, which makes asking for help feel even more humiliating, which keeps you stuck. 4. Social stigma. The bankruptcy stigma research found that people hide their financial struggles from parents, coworkers, employers, sometimes not even answering their phone to avoid exposure. There's a massive stigma around being broke, so you perform. Your card gets declined at the grocery store. You blame it on fraud alerts and pay cash you needed for gas. You're burning through your emergency fund to maintain the illusion that you're fine, because being seen as financially struggling feels worse than actually being financially struggling. 5. Reciprocity anxiety. Studies show people cite lack of ability to reciprocate as a main reason for not seeking help. It's not just about asking, it's about owing. Your ego hates the idea of being indebted to someone. If your friend loans you money, you're now the person who needed rescuing. You owe them. There's a power imbalance. What if you can't pay them back fast enough? What if they hold it over you? So instead of asking, you take out a payday loan at 400% interest, because at least then the transaction is clean. You owe a faceless company, not a person who might expect something in return. Your ego would rather pay predatory interest than feel like you owe someone a favor. 6. Loss of control. Research on ego threat shows that asking for help means admitting you've lost control of your situation. You're supposed to be an adult who handles their responsibilities. Asking for money is admitting you couldn't manage your own life. Your ego needs to believe you're in control, even when you're objectively not. So you keep pretending you've got this while everything spirals. You're 3 months behind on rent, but you tell yourself you'll figure it out. You just need one more paycheck, one more gig, one lucky break. Asking for help would mean admitting you already lost control weeks ago, and your ego won't let you accept that reality. 7. Self-concealment. You're not just avoiding asking for help, you're actively hiding the problem. Studies on financial concealment show people engage in elaborate cover-ups to prevent others from knowing their situation. Someone asks how you're doing financially. You say, hanging in there, while secretly Googling how to file bankruptcy. Your best friend has no idea you're 3 months behind on rent. Your family thinks you're thriving. The isolation makes it impossible to get help even if you wanted to, because no one knows you need it. The next time your pride tells you to handle this alone, remember, the only thing worse than asking for help is the compounding interest on not asking. Your ego doesn't pay your bills. Swallow it. If this made you rethink how pride is costing you, hit like and subscribe. because we're exploring more ways psychology quietly sabotages your decisions.